Hi, my name's Tim. This is my wife, Naja. We're going to Grand Canyon trail rides here in Tucson, Arizona. It kind of started when I was at a young age. She worked at the Highlands.
Yeah, I worked at.
She worked at the lodge for a little while. She's a maid for a little while.
Yeah, but I think we should tell them that we met in '86 on a blind date. Yes. Our blind date is a little different than normal people's blind dates. Our blind date, our dating experience started when some friends that knew Tim and worked up here with him at the time knew me and my mom very well. And they were being ornery to Tim and set him up on a date with my mom. So my mom found out how old Tim was, and I got home from basketball practice and she said, "You're going on a date tonight." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Hope he's all right."
Love at first sight.
For him. Anyways, yes.
So we left here and run off and went to Colorado and got married and had kids.
Yeah.
But anyway, it took off. Tucson really took off, and we built a pretty good herd out of it. We still got a full-time operation there in the wintertime. We just shut it down in the summer. We have boarders and stuff there, which is great. They take care of the place and pay the lease for the summertime. But yeah, in the wintertime, we'll take these horses and we'll be doing trail rides with them down there. It depends on the weather, but yeah, like spring break and, when things start warming up a little bit, if the weather's permitting, yeah, you can run pretty good up there. Well, it can snow up and it can get real cold. And that's what happened this year. They didn't get open for spring break because of the snow. They got their horses moved in and thought they was going to get open, and then about that.
Yeah.
A few days before spring break, it dumped like 2 foot right here.
Oh.
Yeah, they had 2 foot of snow right here. But yeah, if the weather permits, a lot of people up here for spring break. But if you got people, you're gonna have horseback riders. Oh, these 2 guys I got now, pretty good boys. They're from Colorado. Big boy, his name's Blake Johnson. He's a poet, cowboy poet. He's writing a book right now, book of poetry. And he's coming up with some pretty good songs, pretty good poems. He worked for us last winter in Tucson. And then Connor, he's not much of a poem guy, but he's a pretty good jokester, prankster type guy. He's always messing with me and Naja and Blake, messing with people a little bit,
Yeah.
just cutting up with them and having a good time.
No, there's a few dogs on the property.
Yeah, we got too many dogs.
3. I've seen 3.
Well, we got Riptard laying here. His name's Rip, but we call him Riptard. It fits him well.
Always in trouble.
Always in something.
And then Connor has his dog, and his name is Scotch. We have to watch him because he likes to go out on the trails with his dad. And then we have Xena. I'm sure we'll get to see her somewhere on a video. She's always the hyper one.
Yeah, she's a maniac when it comes to her ball. Yeah, if you want to play ball with Xena, you better plan on playing ball all day because she never quit.
She is definitely the protector.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about nothing walking off.
You had asked Tim what a cowboy is, and I think that people really that operate and work at a guest ranch or a dude string get the raw end of the deal because they are special too.
Yeah.
And they are horsemen.
Yeah. I've had guys work for me that were cowboys, they've never punched dudes before. They've always punched cows, shoot horses or whatever. But I've had them tell me, you think punching cows and dealing with cows is hard? That ain't nothing. Come and mess with these people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Then you find out if you're a cowboy or not. We want to give them the Wild West experience for sure, but we want to give them a good experience. We don't want to give them an experience that they don't want to have. Good, quiet, gentle horses and good wranglers to take them up and down the trail. You can tell some stories and some history about the land, about the forest and the canyon and different things. Have a good time with them.
Well, and every horse has their own temperament, their own attitude. And Tim's job that Davey taught him and Merle taught him, and Merle is the previous owner that Tim worked for, taught him how to read a horse and how to read those people in a very short window to make sure that he picks out the right horse for each individual so that their memories are wonderful and last forever. And from the moment they get out of their car, that's how we feel we're a part of their family and their memories. You know, you don't get rid of us just because you left here. We're with you 20 years down the road when you're sitting around a table and talking about, hey, remember in 2025 we went to the Grand Canyon, we rode Big Rig. It's dear to us. I mean, it's not just, it's who we are. Tim has always come up and helped Merle and Gary and Nancy. He shoes their horses in the summer. All of our kids have learned how to shoe. Our nephews have shod for Merle and Nancy. So we've always been in close contact with the Booths. Sure. And they owned Apache Stables, which was the previous name, for over 50 years.
We would like to build it back. They've had to tear the barn down, and it's all on forest land, so it's all got to be all portable stuff. But we'd like to build it back to make it bigger and better than what it's been or what it could be.
Well, and that was something that Dad really wanted to do before he passed away, was start raising half drafts.
It's a draft horse, which the drafts are like your Percherons and Belgians and Clydesdales, and across them on a quarter horse or a grade mare or vice versa, and then you get a bigger stout, bigger footed, bigger, heavier bone type. Right. And always have some good mares around, good stud horse around. Yeah, makes good horses.
Dad's theory was we could always put a small person on a big horse, but you can't put a big person on a small horse.
Yeah, he didn't like to say no.
To anybody.
Yeah.
When we came in the picture and I said, I think we should take credit cards. He was like, credit cards? What the hell you need that for?
He ran it all right out of his shirt pocket, right there. That's how he operated.
And he raised all of his kids doing this. All of his kids are quite the horsemen. Yeah, Dad wanted to spread this lifestyle with everyone. This isn't a career, this is a lifestyle.